relatively short overview of the tracking and reporting system, the admin toolbox on both the employee and student side, which those are two separate and distinct programs for administering training, as well as options for single sign-on, integrations with Banner and Colleague, Active Directory. So we'll go through all of those pieces today. And keep in mind, I am not an IT expert by any means, so this is going to be a very high-level overview of the administrative side of the training. And so just to give everyone a quick background on myself, I'm George Homer. I'm an account executive here at LawRoom and CampusClarity. I've been here about 8.5 years and helped hundreds of higher ed institutions with training around Title IX, Campus Save, harassment prevention, youth protection, FERPA, data security, and other compliance topics. And so, so this is going to be a pretty free-flowing meeting. We're going to walk through two different learning management systems. We're going to talk about the different options around administering training so that we can learn a little bit about how you can integrate through a single sign-on, how you can link up with Banner, how courses are disseminated to students and employees, how you're tracking and reporting, how you've got automated email reminders. And so going to be a very thorough overview. Also talk about the optional components. So we do have optional authentication and data integration customizations, and so these are an additional cost to the flat rate fee for using the unlimited access to our program. So we do have the ability to link up through a single sign-on, which means that students and employees don't have to authenticate twice. So they could go in through your system with a link through CAS, Shibboleth, or LDAP, which are single sign-on protocols. And so it is integration only for authentication. We're not exchanging or passing information. So this is showing a CAS simplified single sign-on. So student attempts to register or to access the resource. They register. Yes, they go into straight into the course. No, they have a valid authentication, and then they go right into the CampusClarity session, and then they're granted access to the program. If they don't have the valid authentication ticket, a student is redirected to a CAS server. The identity is verified. They create a valid authentication ticket, and then they go straight into the CampusClarity session. So that's a simplified overview of the CAS reporting. We also have Shibboleth authentication, where student registers, attempts to register in your system or goes into your system. If there is an active session, they can go straight in and access the course. If no, student is redirected to Shibboleth. A Shibboleth service provider at CampusClarity, student is sent to authenticate through the university portal, and then student is directed back to the service provider Shibboleth at CampusClarity. You create the CampusClarity session and they go right in. So very much a simplified approach, but definitely optional features for authenticating and single sign-on. Now we also have the ability to integrate data, whether it's through an HRS, whether it's through a registration, whether it's Banner, whether it's Colleague. And so you can import and export student data, so students can integrate in or can authenticate into Banner. They can take the course in Banner and then SFTP files reroute completion data back into Banner. So these are inbound files, outbound files through SFTP, which is outside of my pay grade when it comes to going into a very in-depth overview. But you know, we're asking for a unique ID, a first name, a last name, an email, location, title, group title, and those are optional, as is the unique identifier. So that's just a very high-level overview of what the authentication and integration aspects are of our program. But we've launched with 550 campuses. Many of them have had separate integration and integration needs, and so we're able to. We have 14 programmers here on staff in our Walnut Creek office, so we're able to accommodate most of the campuses, all of the campuses actually that have come to us, we haven't had to turn one away. So always able to integrate and authenticate in the best way possible for your specific needs. Now this is an example of the demo reporting and tracking functionality for the CampusClarity student program. And so the standard approach without integrating in, which many campuses use, is to add a batch. You can add a batch upload of users through a CSV or Excel file, names and emails. They're loaded into the system, and then you can go in and assign courses. And so you can create an invitation, which is branded to your institutions, that's customized, and then you can include the contact information, the body of, the welcome message or whatever messages you're looking for, contact information for people who have questions, and then this is sent out en masse to students. They self-register, they go in, they take the course. You set up automated email reminders that go out based on specific frequencies so that it's a set it and forget it function. You're not having to micromanage these students. And so Ball State, one of our larger clients in Indiana, put out an article where they received 87% completion with just the automated email reminders. So that's really a great number without having to find someone or create holds or mandating the training. So really critical piece to make sure that you're getting a high completion rate and that people are actually taking training. Now you can go in and you can track progress individually or by summaries, so a mass summary of folks. So you're able to go in and really pull a wide range of reporting metrics to make sure that people are getting this done. And so I can look at a summary report, I can filter by locations, I can filter by years. So really easy to go in and make this as seamless as possible from a reporting standpoint. So when I look at a mass report, I'm going to look at the Think About It program. I'm going to look at the year. And then I'm going to run the report. So I can go in and filter by year, by date. I can customize the report to look at different situations from a status report. And then we have editing the report. So I can go in and I just pulled a report to actually look at all of the different courses. So this is showing that for Think About It Part 2, we have invited 918, signed up 1,600. We have 1,600 that have completed, and we have 295 that haven't. So this is a high-level overview, and then you can actually click into each one of these and see specific names and emails of students. So you can really slice and dice this down to a wide range of levels here from a tracking and reporting perspective. You can go in to participation as well. You can look at demographics. You can look at performance and engagement, feedback, all in real time. So keep in mind, this can be accessed from any computer where you have internet access 24/7. So it's a really easy tool to use and to garner information about what's going on with your training program. We can also look at demographics. We can look at feedback. So every course has a post-survey. So it's a post-course survey, and so you can actually go in and see how people are responding to the survey from an average standpoint. So 4.2 out of 5 is about our average on learning and engagement. You can also look at comments. So there's really a wide range of reporting functionality. Then you can assign individual courses if you'd like to a specific group. So it's very user-friendly. You can preview the assignment list. I'm going to select the course. I'm going to select a group, fall. And so you're able to really slice and dice the data and assign the course how you see fit based on your specific campus locations, county locations, whatever, however you're tracking that. And then we go into customizing the course. So essentially what you're able to do here is you're able to upload your own policies, upload your own logos, upload your own welcome letters and your campus photos. So here I've got the logos, so you can go in and upload your own logo so it's specific to your course. You can upload your own policies. You can upload your own welcome letters and campus photos. And then this is a critical area where you upload your own resources, so on and off campus resources that are required under the Campus Save Act. So you can have your general reporting resources, different reporting options, support services, and then misconduct policies and alcohol and drug abuse prevention policies. So that's a high-level overview of the CampusClarity learning management system. I'm also going to walk into the LawRoom employee tracking and reporting tool, which looks a little bit different, but is extremely functional and very intuitive from a navigation perspective. So we have the unique situation to where students have more of a need to self-register and access the program. Employees, on the other hand, you want to assign courses to where they can access this without self-registering. So it's actually assignment goes to their email and then they go right in and take the course. And so I'll walk through that assignment today on this call. And so same type of situation, we can do single sign-on, we can do an LMS integration, or we can have you use LMS and then you do batch uploads. And then if you have one-offs, you can individually add those attendees here. You can also review attendee records and make updates depending on the fields here. You can print course certificates and put those into a PDF, so it goes into their file. You can pull a policy acknowledgement. So this is really critical. So as an employee or as an employer, you want to make sure that you have employee policy acknowledgments for harassment prevention, for sexual misconduct, especially under AB 1825 and some of the new regulations here come April 1. And so having that policy electronically signed and being able to access that in a PDF is critical. We can also look at progress reports. You can slice and dice the data by locations, by groups, job titles, supervisors, non-supervisors. And so in this situation, I'm just looking at all courses assigned, and I'm able to go in and pull that data and see really what's going on from a status perspective. And so here we're able to go in and actually pull this data. So I'm going to show what that looks like. So my computer's running a little slow here, folks. So I'm actually going to come back in on a new tab here. And so there's a wide range of functionality for creating course assignments, managing progress, setting up the manual email reminders, automated email reminders, pulling course status. And so when we look at the reporting functionality, as I'd mentioned, you can go in here and pull a wide range of reports. I'm going to actually go into Google Chrome. It seems to be a much faster process here. I'm using kind of an outdated Internet Explorer. And so as I was mentioning with the reporting functionality, so I can go in here and look at courses assigned. We also can look at the surveys for the employees. We can look at the comments. We can look at return email senders. Let me just show you what this report looks like. And this is just a high-level overview to where I can go in and see a back-end report of different tracking functionality. So I'll run through a few more reports, and then we can open this up for questions. So we have the return email list where I can go back and actually see people who have bounced back, so I can assess their need to change the email. I can go in and look at survey and comments. So this is a summary survey to see how people are rating the course, which is great to show the CFO, to justify why we're paying this vendor and are we getting a good response. I can look at how long someone's been in a course from a timing perspective. Were they in there 30 minutes? Were they in there an hour? I can assign courses. So really assigning courses is a snap. So I don't know how many more courses I can assign myself. Been here a while. So here we can go in and actually create a start and due date. Email goes out with my login and password, and I'm able to go in and take this course, and then I can come back where I left off, so the course bookmarks. I can make changes to start and due dates. I can set up automated email reminders, and so these go out automatically based on a predetermined time frame. Then we have the manual email reminder function to where I can send manual email reminders either individually or as a group. And so I have quite a few unfinished courses, but I can put this from a sender, from the VP of HR, whoever is going to be enforcing this, and let folks know they need to get this done. And then lastly, we have a course completion notice that goes out automatically to let folks know that they need to get this done, or that they've completed this. So it's essentially a thank you note to say, hey, we really appreciate you taking the course and spending the time and doing this, and that goes out automatically. So it's not much work that really has to occur. And so I'm going to open up the floor to any questions or comments. As I mentioned, I am recording this, so I'm going to send this out to Lorraine. I think lastly, just showing how the progress report works. So individually, I can go in here, I can see my own report, and so as an individual basis, or we can look at the larger group and see. I see a summary here of attendees, not assigned any courses. All courses assigned. So really easy approach to have your records available. So once again, I appreciate everyone's time today. If there's any questions, I'm happy to answer that. I'm going to put my phone number here up on the screen in the event that there are questions or there are comments. Definitely, you can send me an email, give me a call. And before I let you folks go, give one more chance to answer any questions, or feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email at your convenience. Well, I want to thank everyone for your time today. As I mentioned, if there are any questions, feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email. I'm going to send this recording off here later, and I really appreciate everyone's time. Thank you very much.